Hello, and in today's video I'll be doing a photo card storing for, I think it's been 11 months. It's nearly been a year from the last time that I did a photo card storing video, so it's been a while. I have several piles filled with photo cards, and as you might be able to see, we have a few more binders than usual, but let's start with the smallest binders. And we are starting in my little tiny ALD1 binder. I've been using this SSERAFIM collect book for all my ALD1 era Sakura things for a little while. I did downsize a little bit, but I finally have this Blue Mice photo card. I have been looking for it. How long ago was Blue Mice? Like 5 years ago. But I finally got it. I don't know why this was so hard for me to get, but we finally have that photo card. And so the last photo card I need is the Eyes on Me DVD card, which isn't as hard as you'd think to find. It's just a little bit expensive, but everything else for my downsized ALD1 Sakura is now finished. So happy about that. Then we have another mini collect book, and this is for a new collection, kinda. This is serving at the moment as my Boys to Planet binder. And so I did watch Boys to Planet, and there are many trainees in the show that I already kind of knew about that I wanted to support. I don't know if I'm gonna stan like the final group at the moment. We'll see kind of what they do, but I did get this like collect book to put the items that I got from the Boys to Planet exhibition in Seoul into. And so I did go the final day during the first week, so they didn't have everything I wanted, but I did get a bunch of Shinlong photo cards and Lee Jahal photo cards, and they also had a like special matching thing, and you had to like pick answers from like you had to like answer stuff about like your bias. And I swear I looked up how to get Shinlong beforehand, and I still managed to get Sangwon somehow. But because it was Sangwon, I wasn't like too bothered because I really like Sangwon as well. And so for the moment, this binder is just serving as Boys to Planet stuff, but I might expand it later to be ALD1 stuff. We'll have to see. So these are the 9, 10, 11 and 12 photo cards from the first week of the exhibition for Shinlong. They did do different cards each week. And I did want to get his full set, but unfortunately it was like everything was sold by the time that I got there. So I just got what was available for him. And then I also got these 2 sets of Lee Jahal because I thought they were so adorable. I loved his pink hair, and I loved that these were matching as well. But as you might know, Shinlong did make it into the final group, but Lee Jahal did not, but he is in the spin-off show that Mnet is doing with the Chinese trainees, so we'll have to see how that ends up, as it'll probably determine what this binder ends up looking like. And then next up we have the first of my bigger binders. This is my new SSERAFIM binder. This used to be where I had my ALD1 stuff a very long time ago, but I repurposed it for SSERAFIM, and honestly I've been really liking how SSERAFIM looks in a 6 pocket. I didn't know if it would work like for me, but it has been like really working. So I haven't really expanded a lot at the moment. I do want to do OT6 for debut era. But then we do have some photocards to put away starting from here from the elder eras. These are their first membership kit photocards. I do want to get new 6 pocket pages. These are double-sided. I really do not like double-sided pages, so eventually I want to get single-sided, but they will do for now, like they work for now. Then we also have the Japanese photocards to put away. I've had these for a while, but they end up in like the weirdest, most random binders, so I feel like they don't end up in videos very frequently. And this is the Japanese trading set from their first single. And then I don't think I've made any progress for Unforgiven or for Easy, but we do have some crazy photocards to put away. And then SSERAFIM did come back with hot, so we have some hot photocards to put away. So that is SSERAFIM at the moment. I'm still missing a few cards, but hopefully I'll be able to get those in the future. And then next we have my main ZEROBASEONE binder, and if you've seen videos before, you'll know this used to be the first ZEROBASEONE binder, but it is now simply a very thick ZEROBASEONE binder. The latest album has 18 photo cards per member, and so I ended this binder at Blue Paradise and have started a unit binder for their new album, because at the moment we are still kind of waiting to know if they're going to disband, and I'm an ALD1 fan and I know how hard it was to get photocards from their last album because it stopped getting printed after they disbanded. And I know that if you're like an Umbi fan, those were like impossible to get. So to avoid that situation happening for myself again, I'm waiting, and then if it looks as if they're going to kind of like do a Kepler, then I might expand again, but I have downsized a little tiny bit. I don't think you're gonna know that I've downsized, but the majority is still the same. We still have the 4-member setup in this binder. And I don't think anything is different for Youth in the Shade. Fairly sure, like apart from pages maybe it being in different spots, this is all the same. Still need to finish these fan sets, but this has all been finished for a while. And then I did downsize Melting Point to haobin and How. I just really didn't like having 2 pages for every like album version, and it was making this binder like really thick. And I don't know, like Melting Point, I really liked the album, but the photo cards were just kind of like, especially for Jung and Yujin, they had very similar photo cards. So I ended up just downsizing to haobin and How. Still have a pre-order page though for all 4 members that I need to fill in. And then I think this is where we start putting photo cards away. I know it's still a long way back, but I haven't done a video in a while, so and I finally got this June. I got this in Seoul like last week. I was so happy. It's not even like a rare photo card, it's just been a pain to get for some reason. And then for this album I have the Make Star set. I do have Eugen's, I just don't know where this is. And then I also downsized Cinema Paradise. I do have the green and red versions, but I really don't like green and red together. I was talking with my friends, I hate festive aesthetics, and green and red to me is very festive, and I hate it. So I have them, but they're not in my album. They're not in my binder, but I do have the Timeless World release in cinema set. And I also got these Timeless World haobin and How photo cards. This is the MD benefit set that doesn't even go here. It goes here. What goes there? I don't remember. And then we are moving into Blue Paradise era, which is the majority of stuff I've got to put away today. Also, I want to say thank you to the Zeros who gifted me this photo card when I was waiting in line for merch at the tour at Here and Now. They literally were just like, I was like, wait, I need this. So thank you so much for gifting me this haobin to finish this page. So beautiful. And then the final card out of this binder is the MD Reward photo cards from this year's tour because I pulled Yujin and Ganuk again. And I don't know how I managed that, but yeah, so I thought I would just end up keeping Yujin's for the RT4 binder. So that is everything for this very thick ZEROBASEONE binder. I do think in future I will get them like a bigger binder, maybe like a Prism Platinum type, because this is too much for this binder, frankly. But at the moment, like, this is pretty much all the expansion for this binder done, so like I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, if they extend and keep active as a group, then this is going to be a big problem. And then lastly, we have my ZEROBASEONE unit binder, and if you're not able to tell by me getting a dolphin little keyring for it, this is my haobin and hao binder. They are my like duo biases in ZEROBASEONE, so it makes sense for me to get a binder for them. This is a Meow Cafe binder, and I'm using Meow Cafe sleeves. So yes, and I wasn't paid by them, so I'm gonna be totally honest, I hate that these are rings, not D shapes, and I hate that they are here and not here, because if they were here, you would have a lot more room to expand. But because they are up on the backboard, you're able to see here, it kind of like presses everything together, which like, yeah, you're kind of able to see the problem. So yeah, I would love to get the Prism Platinum like 2 pocket binder, but they don't have it in like a neutral kind of shade at the moment. They do it in pink, and I like pink, but I'm not a pink kind of person, so but we have this version, and I'm using the Meow Cafe sleeves, which in fairness are fine. I don't have any issues with their sleeves. They're not double-sided, and I love that about them because I hate double-sided sleeves. but this is where I'm keeping everything from the last tour, so Timeless World, Blue Mansion, Never Say Never, Here and Now, and then some kind of like random duo stuff, because I do want to expand my haobin and hao stuff, but I didn't want to like expand it for the like 4 members that I already buy for, because like I want to expand like broadcast and kind of like rarer stuff, but that gets kind of expensive if you end up doing so many different members. But yeah, we're starting with the BBC Earth photo card that I got from another Zeros. In the line at Here and Now, the line for merch was 4+ hours, so I'm so thankful to all the girlies that I like spoke to in the line, and all of the fans being like so kind, and I really felt like delirium was setting in after a while. But yes, thank you to the Zeros who gifted me this photo card. And then we're starting with Timeless World stuff. And then this is when it starts getting insane, because Never Say Never has 18 photo cards per member. So if I had done all 4 members, I would have bought like 72 photo cards. And frankly, that's just a bit too many. Like that's 18 pages worth of photo cards. So that is the reason that I started this binder, is because I did not want to get 74 photo cards for a singular album, 72 even. And so I ended up doing Donghao and haobin, and then maybe if I want to expand it later, I'm able to. But for now, I would rather have haobin and hao finished, as they are like my top priority within the group. Then we have the little QR. It literally just sends you to a review page for the live show. But it fits well in this page, and then I have my actual tickets for the Friday show. I wasn't able to get tickets for more than a single night because the resellers and the botting was insane this year. But I did pull a lot of haobin and hao from the trading sets. I actually pulled so many of, it wasn't this haobin, I think it was the next haobin, that I ended up giving them away in the line. Because every pack that I was opening, I would just pull this haobin photo card. And people were like, "You're really giving that away?" I'm like, yes, I have 6 of them. And then at the Zero Zone, you get like a photo card. I actually pulled Donghao the day, and I was leaving through like the tunnel, and there's like so many fans, and everybody is like screaming the member they want. And Fairy, who was next to me, was like, "Oh, that girl behind us wants Donghao, and she has haobin." And I was like, "Wait, wow!" So I like turned around, and I managed to trade to get this haobin photo card. So I'm super happy about that. But yes, this is my haobin and haobin. Anyway, that was all for this photocard storing. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all soon. Bye!